Hello, so I'm the manager of the advisors in the e-learning team, and I'll just be here on the chat to answer any questions. So please feel free to put questions in the chat.
Lovely. Thank you, Elsa. So first, I would like to start with acknowledgement of country. The University of Queensland acknowledges the traditional owners and their custodianship of the lands on which we meet. We pay our respects to their ancestors and their descendants who continue cultural and spiritual connection to country. We recognize their valuable contribution to Australian and global society. Now, I'd like to quickly run over some rules. So our session is scheduled for 1 hour and it's getting recorded. So can I please ask everyone to keep your mic muted so to avoid the back sound for everyone. And if you need to take a quick break or take a phone call, again, just please make sure you are on mute. And because we're meeting over Zoom, I'm sure you know where the facilities and the evacuation procedure at the place where you are. But of course, if you're stuck somewhere, or particularly when we're going through practical, practice part of our session today, please feel free to unmute and ask us or send us a message, and Elsa will be able to help you. All right, let's get started. So in this session, what we're going to do next hour or so, we're going to talk about what is actually Turnitin, and we're going to submit an assignment on behalf of a student. So you basically, process from the student's point of view. We are going to review the similarity report and look at AI writing indicator tool. And we're going to mark the assignment using several different marking options. So, and we also will look at how the results get into the grade center. So again, you kind of get an idea what's happened at the end and how actually students can see their results. So what is Turnitin? Turnitin is simply a software. It is the web-based submission and feedback service. So one of the main features of the Turnitin is text matching. So it works by matching the text in assignment of student against electronic, printed, and other sources in the database. So this includes books, journals, websites, basically even archived documents and materials, and assignments from other students from other universities. So Turnitin also detects incorrect citations. So if something is copied from another source and it's not cited correctly, it will be detected. You might have heard that being called as the plagiarism detection tool, which we strongly discourage to use. It is simply text matching. From this year, Turnitin also introduced AI writing indicator tool, which we'll look at a bit later on. So another key feature of Turnitin is, of course, online marking. So that's something that we're going to talk in details. So they've got lots of different options for tutors to use, lots of different type of comments and comment banks. So we're going to look how you can mark students' assignment with rubrics and how you give them an overall feedback. And of course, another feature is that Turnitin supports different types of files, so it allows us to work with different formats. All right, so just a quick note on the text matching against plagiarism. Text matching is simply when the ideas or words of others presented in someone's work, for example, in our case, a student assignment, whereas plagiarism is simply where those ideas and words have been presented, but not being properly acknowledged, credited, or given attribution to. So that's pretty much the difference. Basically, Turnitin makes sure that intellectual property is respected. So our workshop is hands-on workshop. So I would like you all to log into the learn.ui uq.edu.au. So I'll just copy that link and place it in our chat for everyone. All right. So I'm just going to click one from my presentation. So I'll just give it a minute or so for you guys to get in. Just please use your staff username and password. So we really want you to follow us and see how you can make all of those online marking. So if you have any issue, if you have any problems, just send us a message or unmute and ask for help. Beautiful. I can see the first thumbs up. Great. All right. Are we good to proceed? All right. Can't hear any objections. So from here, we're going into the courses. So just click, and you've been set up with the Turnitin Marking for Tutors course. So just to find it, you simply type in the search box, Turnitin Marking for Tutors. So you will see something, Turnitin Marking for Tutors workshop and 2-digit number, like the one you see on my screen. Brilliant. So it looks like we're going all right. So we're going to open this course. I'm just going to pick up number 50. So, and here we're going into the assessment. Got it. Lovely, lovely. Thank you. So we're going into the assessment page of your course, the one that you're going to tutor in. So this page is usually set up by the course coordinator, and we ask them to set up and put summary, so table of summary of the assessment items at the top of this page. So it's nice and clear, including due dates and weightings of the item, of each assessment item. And basically this summary is based on the course profile, electronic course profile. That is kind of a Bible of the course. And we also ask course coordinators to set up a folder for each assessment item. So we're going to click on the first one, the critical film analysis here. And we get into the page that will tell students all about this assessment. So we also ask course coordinator to put an absolutely clear the data submission link to Turnitin and position that at the top of the page, so it's easy for students to access. We also ask to include some guides here, link to the guides, and also so you, as a tutor, you don't have to be technical support for your students. If they experience some problems, you can always send them to the Ask Us team, and they will be able to assist. So you know it's here. So what we're going to do, so we need an assignment to submit. Let me just back. So we need an assignment to submit. Yesterday, when we sent you the invitation, we attach a couple files there for you. And so what we have prepared is files that consist of the paragraphs from ABC Just In News, a paragraph from Wikipedia, a paragraph from the site that regularly read, and the paragraph produced by Gen AI, so artificial intelligence. So I'll just has anyone not received the files? What I might do, I might just share the file, those files onto our chat, and I can just see that Nitish has asked a question, how to get there again. Lovely, Elsa has replied. Thank you so much, Elsa. So we're going to attach, I'm going to attach the files here for you. So what we need to do is just simply download those files somewhere in an easy location on your computer. We will need those files later on to upload onto the Turnitin. So that's the first thing that we're going to do is actually to upload those files as students. And as I mentioned, you will just see how that looks like to students. So we're going back to the Blackboard. And can I just quickly check we're all okay for the getting there? Do you want me to wait a little bit for everyone to get? Oh, Christine, great. That's good. All right. So we're going back to the Turnitin submission link. So what we're doing here is we're simply clicking on this Turnitin submission link. It will bring us to Turnitin page. It takes a little bit of time. All right. So from here, you can see we've got this section, submit on behalf of student. That's where we would like to be if we want to submit the work, students' work. So we just drop the, get the drop down box, and let's select student 1. And so system gives you warning that you're going to submit it on behalf of student, and we click continue. So that's what we would like to do. And from this page onwards, that's exactly how students see the submission. And it gives a quick kind of overview of the 3 steps. So you upload, you review document, and you complete your submission. All right, so what we're doing here, we just choose the file. So click on choose file. And we're going to use that, let's say student A, open. So you can, or student can change the submission title here. So I just seen someone asking if you want to do it or just watching. Yes, if you could do along with me, that would be great. Are we good to go? Turnitin, all right. Should I just go back and go, should we just go over again? Yes, please.
Sorry,
all right.
just really quickly, Tanya. So
Yep.
if everyone's in the course, sorry, yeah, everyone's in the course. Yeah, sorry, just show them. If you're in the course, you need to go to a
course, and you just need to click on the course. To find your course, you just simply type here in the search box, Turnitin marking for tutors.
Just type in Turnitin should be fine.
Yep. Just we open the course, click on the course, and we go into the assessment over here.
Mm.
Good?
Yeah, good.
Lovely. And this is the assessment page with the summary. Each assessment item has a separate folder. So we just click on the folder critical field analysis, and that's where they Turnitin submission link at the top in that folder. Are we good? And that's where we click on the link to get into the Turnitin. Right. All right. Well, let's go back into submission on behalf of the student. Again, that's option here. We drop the box and let's say we select student, studio student 1. And again, warnings that you're going to do it on behalf of the student, which is fine. That's what we want to do. We click continue. And here's just the submission page. And what we do here, we just select, we choose the file that we have previously saved. Let's say student A, critical film analysis. We click open, and that's how the file is getting attached. The next step is upload and review. So student can see all the information of the file they're going to submit into Turnitin. So they will see the type of the file, size, word count. You can see all of that here. And they can also have a quick preview what they have, what they are going to submit. All right, so it's kind of, you can definitely know that students are given an opportunity to review what exactly they are submitting into Turnitin. So then the next step is submit to Turnitin, and that's where it's basically work is being submitted in. And it gives us the submission successful page that just clicked over very quickly. And you could see that we've got this submitted, and we could see the similarity report has been already prepared. So let's just go and do the second student, for example. So that's again, the warning message. And in this time, we just selecting the student B, for example. Open, again, you can change the name of the submission title, upload and review, get all the information on the screen to make sure that's the one you want to submit. Sorry, internet is very slow today. Here we go. So size and word count, and we do submit to Turnitin. So that's our second student. Normally, you would not be doing it for your students, but we want you to see how students would get it. So you would come, for example, you click on the link and you will get into this page and you will see all the students that submitted their work. So what we can see here, so we've got a similarity report here. Is there any question? All good. So basically, what we can, how we can get into our similarity report. There are two ways. We can either click on the, on the actual score, right? Or we can click on the, open up the submission and get to see the score on actual submission. So I'm going to just click on the similarity score here. Basically brings you to the same place. So, and we can see the section being highlighted for us, saying that it's been some text matching found. So those, since they've been plagiarized, and so what we can do, once we click on the number next to it, it gives us the source. The other way to find the source, you can click on this full source view icon at the top, and it will tell you, so once we, so that's the matching matching source. So you could see it is from, I'm sorry, I'm just coming back. Just lost that page. Back to the Feedback Studio. So it gives us the all the sources that it's been submitted with. I'm just trying to, what if we just bring the next submission? We just go, yeah, sorry, here's the actual source where it's been copied from. So been submitted to the University of Queensland.
Can you, it looks like it's being matched with another submission that was the same. So maybe if you
Yeah,
go into the
probably.
next level, you'll see where it actually matches. I think it's just matching with someone else's submission. So just
Yes, it could possibly, because
go into that one to get the level deeper. Sorry.
Sorry, let me open that one again.
So just, sorry.
So could that be because all of us submitting the same file?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can click on the 100 and then click on click on the 100.
100. Yeah.
And then click on that one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on that one. No. Click on the arrow there so it goes to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
can
see where it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could see, and sometimes, you know, text are traveling from different sources. So Turnitin would match it wherever it's been mentioned before. So it's good to have that breakdown, and sometimes it does get hidden, just as Elsa pointed out. We just need to press on the actual score. And I just want to mention something here that in Turnitin, to open up the kind of slide bar, you just click anywhere and it opens up on the side menu. Now, so I'm going now probably, let's just have a look what is here. So those the paragraphs that I mentioned, obviously Turnitin picked up, but we also could see that we've got an AI score here, and it's actually highlighted. My apologies, I'm losing that page again.
So normally the AI wouldn't match on the similarity report. I think it's matching against another submission. Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the paragraph that's been written by AI. So I'm going to put this away, and we're going to quickly talk about similarity report. So basically, Turnitin is highlighting the text that matched, and within certain percentage, within range, it's actually marked in those colors that you can see on the screen. So kind of indicator, so just seeing whether it is the percentage is it high or not. But again, database includes lots of sources, and including content that it's been archived. So it's not always is the percentage important, but we just need to look through at each source that have been brought to us. And we've heard quite a lot of question to what degree, to what percentage we can say it's plagiarized, or to what percentage is not plagiarized. It's actually not really case. It's simply flagging that you need to review those sections, but it's not the percentage. And I'm going to quickly show you one case here. So there are two pieces of work. One's got the 5%, another one's got 30%. But on the left-hand side, the work that's been done by a student, it's purely just copy and paste. So you can see it's got this section here, where the section on the right-hand side was been 30%. But again, you could see here's the topic of the paper. Here is simply citation, and here basically apple's a good source of nutrition is a common fact, quote, and here probably not really good paraphrasing, and of course the reference list. So Turnitin has actually features to upload the template of the assessment item and also to exclude certain items from the report, from the matching report. So I'll just...
Can I just jump in here? Just go back to that slide. So the important point here is that it's not about the percentage, it's about what's matching. So on the left, it's only 5%, but that's a plagiarism case because they've copied and pasted and there's no attribution for that work. Whereas on the right, it looks like it's high, it's 30%. But if you look at all the different things that are highlighting, none of it's actually plagiarism. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Elsa. It's a great point. So, and similar to the AI writing indicator, so basically it is simply a flag. So that indicator is just showing that some pieces of the item might be written by using AI. And again, it's just the percentage and it's just a flag. So it takes further discussion, human judgment, and of course, in conjunction with the university policies and procedures to decide and determine whether any academic misconduct has occurred. And it's something that you probably will need to take to discuss with your course coordinator. And so this would follow same process as any other academic misconduct, because even though it's just been recently introduced, it's not might not be completely accurate, and as well, it's really, it's really up to the academics and I mean teaching staff to decide if that's the case. And so now we're going into, so that's very brief on marking. Sorry, very brief on the matching and AI. Now we probably, do we have any questions? Are we good to proceed to actual marking within our Turnitin Feedback Studio? Yes, we will be sending slides. Yes, you will receive email with the link to this session recording and as well the presentation slides. All right, let's proceed. So back to the Turnitin Feedback Studio, we're going to mark our assessment now, since we've been given some indication of the text matching and AI written, which are here kind of positioned on the bar in red color. So basically here, the blue color is for your marking tools, or let's say grading, and the red color is for similarity. So let's just turn this similarity off. So we just have the students' assignment to mark. So what we're going to do with marking, we're going to use in-text comments and providing feedback through the text bubble and quick mark comments. We're going to mark with using rubric, and of course give students overall comments and feedback, and mark by, so what do we do with the groups, with tutorial groups, and how do we mark if we've got the group assignment? So let's go. We're going back to our studio, Feedback Studio. So here, let me just move this, open up. So let's start with text comments. So those text comments, they very usually very short, and you can leave them directly into the student's work, student's assignment, and it's very, very easy. You basically, any part of the assignment where you want to give a comment, you can simply click, and you will reveal the little marking tool, and we'll start with the one on the right. So that's T for text, and you start typing your comment to student. For example, great opening. Great opening. And from here, to get your comment saved, you just need to click anywhere on the student's work. Don't hit the enter, because it will just simply add another line. Just simply click anywhere away to have that comment saved. So we can just practice. I give you a minute or two to practice those ones. Place just a few of them. Just put a few of those comments. So just remember, click anywhere way to make it stay on. You can also move them if you place somewhere you think, oh, okay, it's a bit fiddling to move them, but you just grab it and place where you want to move. And of course, you could see once you hover over the comment, you've got this little rubbish bin icon that allows you to delete. So if you've got it wrong, or you just want to write another one, just click on the delete. So just practice adding several of them, practice moving them around, and we'll just move on to into the bubble comments. Are we good? Wonderful. All right. We're going now to look at the bubble comments. So bubble comments allowed you to leave larger comments behind the icon. So they can be added to the relevant area straight on the assignment, similar to the text comment we just did, or to highlighted section of the text. So if we look at the adding directly to the student's work, so you can just simply click same way, you just click there. And now instead of selecting the T for text, you're selecting the speech bubble icon. So once you click here, it's open up a little bit bigger window for you to put the comment. And once you type there, it actually gives you ability to do some formatting, to get link attached to your comment. So we're just going to add a few of those comments there. And as you could see, you just highlight part of the text, and you can just do it, play with the formatting. Make it bold. And also you can add the link if we say, for example, let me just click away, let me do another one. So it's the one I just placed it here, and I'm just going to do another one. For example, we just, as we just mentioned about referencing, we just added here. And as you can see, you can refer students to the APA guide. And what you need to do is just simply go to the website, grab the, let's just find, you just, I'm pretty much sure we have it here. So you can simply grab the link here and going back to our studio. Sorry, that's the wrong file. So you simply just highlight the words that you want to add the link to. Click on link. You put the URL there and you click OK. So now you could see the student will read the comment, but also they just simply click on the APA guide and they will be directed straight onto the library page. The other thing you can do here, you actually can assign this comment to a certain criterion in the rubrics. So once you click on that one here, you can select the criterion you want to assign to. Let's say everything about referencing is your criterion 3, and you just again click away to save that comment. Now, rubric icon is here on the right-hand side. Once you click here, you could see that we have added a comment to the criterion 3. We'll come back to the rubrics later on, but I just want to show you the other way to get the bubble comment here is just get into the specific section of the text, or you want to use the highlights. So basically for that, you just highlight the text you want to get the bubble comment attached to, and pretty much similar, this speech bubble icon at the center, you press and you type the whichever comment you want to add to student, and you could see that it has some color. You can use some colors here that would highlight the text, but also once you just step away, the bubble will actually have a link to it. So that same color, it will get linked to the message. So sometimes, as you could see, it might get very busy on the screen for you. So you might want to just move that away on the side, and it actually clearly indicates you to, to what section you were given this comment to. I'll just give you guys another minute to play, to add more, to practice this. Maybe play with some formatting and colors. Maybe try to insert the link. And just while you're doing that, a quick note on the colors, using the colors. If I go back to my comment here, you can, so it's got option of 5 colors. You can choose the color that is kind of themed to certain criterion or to certain issues. So some academics, some tutors prefer to have kind of color coordinated. Some people using it kind of randomly. It obviously a personal choice, but just so you know, that's the option, just to have, for example, everything that relate to referencing, for example, being pink, and everything that relates to maybe grammar or some sort of issues in pink. So as I said, just of course, it's how you want to have it set up. So up to you. All right. So, and while you do your practicing with that, I just want to quickly mention something about the actual, I guess, how to make a good constructive comments and language that to be used to be very helpful, positive, and friendly. So I just briefly go over the recommendation that, for example, for the text functionality, those very short ones, just to provide students with kind of short but positive feedbacks. So that's kind of given them suggestions or explaining how good, so not just given good work, but how good, or unclear was what. So just work on those things that and think from the students' point of view, like if you're reading it, would that be easy to understand for students? And in provide specific suggestions to students, should use the link and transition in between the paragraphs, for example. So you kind of given them constructive suggestions. For the bubble comments, where you've got a little bit more, it is again just giving them details on how they can improve, how they can rethink or rework on those section. All right, so we're going back. I just want to show something else. One other item on that little tool. My apologies. Let's say you've seen something that student accidentally repeat, or something that you want to highlight to student instead of just you put in a comment. You might want to use strike through. Again, once you highlight the text, you can just, you will have now the little S icon appeared for S for strike. And as you could see, it's very self-explanatory. So it's cross. Once we click on that, it actually cross those words. Let's say student repeat a long break and large break or something. So you, instead of just put in a comment, you can simply just cross it out, or something that is not relevant or not related. And again, to delete, as always, just put the cursor over and hit the little rubbish bin icon. Right, now, so what we're going to do next, so we look at the simple in-text comments, we'll look at the bubble comments, we'll look at getting them linked to the criteria in the rubrics. The next thing we're going to do is using the quick marks. And those ones can be found here as a little icon, the square icon was the tick. And again, you can either click here, or you can, once you click on the students' work, the one to the right, the icon on the right, that's quick mark. So in here you will have a number of preset comments that you could simply just click on it, and it's placed there. So this is a really useful tool, especially if you have to mark a lot of assignments, a lot of submissions. So that's the first way to get access to them, is to click on the work, or the selecting from the right-hand side here. So when you click on the work, when you click on the work here, and you've got a very small kind of window, but when you click here, you've got them a little bit bigger list on the side, so you might find it more convenient to use. Now, when you first log in, you will be given a kind of set of the comments that are kind of generated by Turnitin, and you can just simply use those ones, standard kind of preset ones, building ones, I should say. But you also can do your own set. So that's something we're going to look at. So again, you can simply use the ones that are, and you could see there's just quite a few of those available, but sometimes you might not like it. So up to you. So you can actually borrow some of those quick marks and add it to your own set. But we'll just let's just create your own and see how we can do that. So again, there are kind of two ways of doing it. One is pre-make them, and another one to do them on the fly, so as you go. And so the pre-made ones, so to do them, we just click on the little cog here, and it brings the whole list of them on your screen. So you could see some of those ones that have been preset, and some of them I have added myself. As you can see, for example, Tanya said. So to create your own set here, we just click on the three buttons at the top, and we click new set. You can give it a name. Probably a good idea to put a name of the course that you're going to mark, or maybe you want to put your own name and put just have your own set. It's actually those sets, the quick mark sets, they are attached to your login. So it's not that whatever you've created, no one else can see until you actually share those ones with your colleagues, for example. So let's give it a name. Let's say or you might use your own name, and you click submit. And here we go. Then you can add quick mark to your set. So you just put whatever wording you want to title for the comment you want to use. You click confusion and you give a description, and you click submit. And so then you could see here that's your set. It's got one item, one quick mark. Now, for example, if you want to borrow that from other sets, you just simply go there and you can just click highlight the comment you would like, quick mark you would like to borrow, you would like to use, and you click add to set and select and add your the set you want to use, and you click submit. And this way you've got more items in your set. So add into that one. So I'm going to add a couple more.
Sorry, Tanya, we've got 10 minutes left. So
yeah. Okay, all right.
We need to move on, quickly do the
sure.
how to do them on the fly and move through.
So on the fly, we can simply either use the ones that we already created. So if you go back here, you see there is an option convert to quick mark. So once you click here, you give it a title and the set will pop up, or you just change it to another set you want to add it to. And so once you give a title and you just click submit, so this now would be added to your set. So that kind of on the go. So basically anything that you already created, or if you do the next one, you can actually add it as you go, as you add them. So not only the new ones, but the ones that you already created. So that's pretty much. Oh, and the other thing I would like to mention that if you look at the list of those quick marks here, they all go in alphabetical order. So if you don't like the alphabetical order and you want them to be in a certain your own order, you just simply add the number at the in the title at the start. So that's the way to deal with that if you want to change. So now to actually, the other thing I would like to mention is that your course coordinator might be able to share some quick marks, some comment banks with you and other tutors in the course. So again, it's very easy to do. It's basically downloading the file and then send an email to everyone in the course, and you simply upload that set. So I'm going to quickly do the demonstration here. So again, we click on the little cog here. And let's say we want to share this set. We highlight it and going onto these 3 dots, and we click export set. So this will download the file you could see here at the bottom. So this file you just probably default saves to the downloads. And once you send it to your other colleagues, they can simply use it to upload. So you import set. So once you click here, for example, you simply browse that file. You could see here punctuation, the one just I've downloaded, and you click open and upload. And this one, you would probably need to change the name so it doesn't so it doesn't overlap, so it will get a different name to the one that you've downloaded, especially if it's the preset ones. So yeah, you could see punctuation here.
Yeah. Sorry, Tanya, we have to cover the rubric.
All right, sure. So now we're going into the rubric. So one down here. So rubric, you can look at the criterion here on the right-hand side, and you can get the description here from the bottom if we pull this up. So for each criterion, you could see the description of the student's performance. You can, if you remember those ones, you can simply just move the bar here and we'll show you, or the other way to get into the rubrics is actually next to this there is the icon with the 4 arrows going into each corner. So you just click on that and it will open the whole rubric. Again, it's something that your course coordinator will upload, and you simply select, what how the performance of student relates to those ones. So by selecting it, for example, that would be easy to select, and you click apply to grade here. So turn it in. Once it's done, we just close that, and it gives the score. So score is usually out of 100 here, but Turnitin obviously will calculate the grade, grade for students out of the 40, because that's the weighting of the items that been set up through the course profile. So I guess that's pretty much we covered. Sorry, and other thing I would like to show you is the overall feedback. So once you mark the students' work, you can either left a text comment here for student, or you can record a voice comment. Unfortunately we can't practice the user because it's, the mic is used by Zoom, but you would have up to 3 minutes to leave students feedback. And research shows that students actually find their voice comments a lot personal, even if you say exactly same thing as you put in the text. So again, your feedback and overall feedback would need to be positive, constructive, and again we have some recommendations here, which again you will have it on your on a copy of these slides. So in regards to the group assignments, it pretty much same procedure. So a normal recommendation that the course coordinator set up the submission link. One student submits on behalf of the group, and only that students will receive the feedback. Their responsibility to pass on the feedback to other group members, and it goes on to the grade center. So you will need to enter marks for other students in the group. I know it's probably not ideal, but it's kind of the same process as we used to have when we had the hard copy submission. So there will be only one submission that students will bring to submit, and that student will be responsible for distribution of the of those back to the members of their group. So now that's pretty much was the marking in Turnitin, marking features. We're just going to quickly look what's happened after we mark. So once we leave the studio, once we submitted students mark, we're going back just
Sorry, can I just jump in? I did get a
Sure.
question about how do I assign 75. So basically it depends on how the course coordinators set up the rubric, but basically you just select the correct item in the rubric and then apply grade. Some rubrics are set up so they don't do automatic totaling. You just select like their quantitative, and you just sort of select the right description and type the grade in yourself. Does that answer that question?
all right, yes.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Right. Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Hibbs. All right. So here you could see the very first one that we have marked. The grade has come through onto the bind page. Again, you will need to refresh the page. You might not be able to see it straight away once you leave the feedback studio. Just be aware, just refresh the page and should sort it out. Now, so once it's here, Turnitin is linked to Blackboard. So if we go back, so just to show you where students could see their marks, we're going back to the Blackboard, and this time we are going on to the grade center, full grade center. And once we come here, you could see the grade that student received through the feedback studio is already here. So it talks to each other. Two systems, they talk into each other. Now, something to be aware of, as you could see, this column would be set up by course coordinator when they set up the submission link. This little icon, the gray icon with the red strike through, means that this column is not visible to students. So how students will see their results, will see their grades through the My Grade is here. So there are basically two ways for them to see their grades, either through My Grades, we're just quickly going down there. It is the training site. So basically it's just a screenshot of so you can see how students see the My Grades, and here the mark will be shown here. But again, because the way the course coordinator has set it up in the mark center, they're not able to see that until they make this column unhidden. The other way for students to see their grades is that we're just going back to the Turnitin submission page, is little cog here is the settings here. And something to be aware of is the feedback release date. So if this release date arrived, and students will receive a link to the feedback that you've given them, and also their grade. So that's pretty much how they can get their results, how they can know what grade they have received. So I'm just quickly wrap up our session. I apologize for going over the time. I just want to mention that we have a number of supports and services available for staff. We have the e-learning help desk. So if you have any technical issues, you can contact them. The best way to do it is to email them at help@elearning.uq.edu. Again, you will get all of those details in the email. And our team also run a number of workshops, one of those that we right now, and the ones that can be customized and made just for your school or for your course in particular. And also the advisors consultation is available through the booking page. We also look after guides for all students and staff for all e-learning tools that are currently in use. And I just want to quickly show you the Turnitin resources. Again, from our home page, e-learning homepage, you can click on the guides and just simply search Turnitin or any other tool that you are using in your teaching or tutoring. That's all from me. And once again, apologies for going over the time. Do you have any questions or anything you want me to clarify? All right. Well, since I'm not hearing any questions, thank you, everyone. Thank you for your attention. And I will be sending you email with all of those details that we mentioned. Thank you.